Is there a secret formula to doing a PhD? I want to talk about that today. I'm going to give you the standard answer. And then after that, what I'm going to do is tell you something that is completely different, that I think is more legitimate. So the standard answer with doing a PhD in terms of a secret formula is what you need to get is you need to, first of all, work a lot. You need to get the right networks. You need to get, so that is finding the perfect set of collaborators. You need to go to the right institution, and that's how you often get the right collaborators, by going to the right institution. And there's a whole formula to get into the right institution. I have a whole bunch of videos on that. There is the perfect way to actually get up and do this work every morning when you are fully optimized, and then take breaks throughout the day so that you are fully optimized to work as much as you possibly can, and as well learn how to collaborate with other people and learn how to speak the walk of what it means to do a PhD life, to do research life. So that is the standard answer. And I think if you were to if you were to go to any what's called a doctoral consortium or colloquium, where they talk about the strategies of what it means to be a good PhD, all of those things are going to come up. And they're going to talk about how, in particular, collaborating or how to get through the review process is going to be extremely important for you. And it's all true. It's all right. But in my experience, I think that there is actually something different that is not talked about, that I think is far more important, that trumps everything in terms of what it means to do a good PhD and what it means to have have that right formula for PhD life and doing well in the degree. And that it's a simple answer. That is figuring out how to love yourself throughout the process. There's going to be many moments where there is a right way, and there's going to be many moments when you understand that there's a right way, but you will not be able to live up to those standards. You will know that you will not be able to live up to the market standards. You will not get access to the right networks. You will not go to the right institution. You will not get the right job. You will experience all of these things unless you're that one lucky person, or maybe two lucky persons in the market. And so what's going to happen along the way is you're going to second guess yourself, and you're going to think, like, I can't do this. Or you're going to think that I'm somehow problematic with what I'm actually doing. You're going to think all of these negative thoughts, and that is absolutely a normal process. Now, I can't tell you at what point you should jump ship when those negative thoughts, you should really listen to those and say those are the signal of you to leave. I can't tell you that at all. In fact, I probably would leave earlier than later. That would be the rational thing to do, because it is such a long journey. But what I can tell you is that you simply have to learn how to love all of the warts that you actually have. There is going to be people. There is going to be many moments that are going to pick apart all of your warts. Every stakeholder, what's called stakeholders, all of the players in the game of your game of life, is going to say that you have flaws in some sort of way, or you're not going to live up to those expectations in some sort of way. That's what it means to be a modern scholar today, is to learn to live with those expectations of people wanting to listen to that. You surely have something important to say and write, and so everybody is going to listen to you. And when you don't have something that's important, then nobody's going to listen to you, and you're going to be sidelined. You're going to be disregarded. You're going to be the person in the room. I've presented in a room where there was me and the other presenter. All of that is going to happen, and that is the normal life of what it means to do PhD life. where you're just being you. And I think coming back to the idea, is there a perfect strategy? Is there a perfect formula to actually get your PhD and be successful? Absolutely, that there probably is, but I don't know what it is, and I don't think anybody else knows what it actually is. I think the only thing that we can do is learn to love ourselves throughout the process. And if things screw up and they don't go as planned, and that's going to happen. If people pick you apart and say that you're not good enough, that's going to happen. You just smile and nod. You figure out how to internalize your internal confidence, and you just keep taking those steps forward. And those people that want to pick you apart and dissect you and say that you're not good enough, you put those to the side and you just keep walking forward. There is a lot to this game where you simply have to be okay with who you are and all of the warts that you have, and know that there's likely, I guarantee that there's a likely perfect formula that exists in terms of becoming the most successful PhD. I don't know what it is, and I don't think you'll ever know what it is. You will look at it and you'll say, I should have done this and I should have done that, and all of these things should have lined up for me, but they don't. You will do everything right, and it won't work out for you. And when that happens, you have to learn how to take a step back and say, okay, I'm okay here, and I'm going to keep walking forward. And maybe that walking forward is not in the academic world. Maybe you leave. That is totally fine as well. You decide what your life is. You have to take control of that inner confidence of what it means to be you.